going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, another prediction video on the channel. Last week we did the divisional round predictions. This week we have the AFC and NFC Championship Sunday predictions. So last week we did get the 49ers game right, which I would have liked to have gotten wrong. We got the Lions game right. We got the Ravens game right, but we did not get the Bills game right, which is what I wanted to get right the most out of all four of the games that went on. But here we are. We've got the Chiefs and the Ravens in the AFC Championship and the Lions and the 49ers in the NFC Championship. The Lions being in the NFC Championship, not something that I am very used to seeing. I don't think any of us are really used to seeing it because the Lions, for all of my life, for all 21 years I've had on Earth, they've been bad for the most part. They've been terrible for the most part. But we're going to jump straight into it. But before we do, I want to thank everybody for dropping in for another video. And if you're new here, be sure to check out some more of my content. I try to post weekly NFL videos. I do a lot of videos like this, whether it's predictions, news, uniform videos, or concepts. If you're into that, go check it out. Maybe stay around, leave a sub for more videos. But now let's get back to it. First on Sunday at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we have the Chiefs at the Ravens in the AFC Championship. The Bills and Chiefs game, very entertaining game, back and forth, very dramatic. There was close lost fumbles. There was the big touchback. We had Sean McDermott trying to solidify Damar Hamlin as the comeback player of the year by running him on a fake punt, which was not a good idea at all. And on the other side, the Ravens game, it was close at first, but then they dominated. Nothing really else to it. The Chiefs are a completely different team in the playoffs. They seem like they were not going to be as big of a threat based off their regular season performance. But as you know, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, different breed in the postseason. The Ravens, first AFC championship with Lamar Jackson. And I'm going to be honest, I am terrified. I'm terrified that maybe Lamar doesn't play up to his standard. Maybe he keeps his reputation as not coming up clutch or performing well in the playoffs. I am terrified that Travis Kelce is going to go off. I'm terrified that the Chiefs are going to win this game and move on to the Super Bowl. I'm terrified that in the Super Bowl we're going to have Usher performing and he points up to the stands and all of a sudden you see the spotlight. Taylor Swift comes down on a fucking zip line like Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania, and we got Taylor Swift in the halftime show, and it's the Swifties are going crazy. Chiefs fans are loving it, but God, I do not want that to happen. Everybody is a Ravens fan this weekend, and I think what it's going to come down to in this game is whoever Snead takes away, it's going to open it up for the next guy. I'm expecting big games. If Mark Andrews comes back and plays in this game, I'm expecting a big game from him. Potentially Odell Beckham Jr. But the biggest thing is if the run game gets going for the Ravens, I think that they'll win this game. You saw when the Raiders, their formula was they barely even completed any fucking passes against the Chiefs, but they had Zamir White going. Huge day from him and a huge day from the defense. And that's the exact formula that they're going to need to beat the Ravens because, as I already noted before, the Chiefs, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes, different breed in the playoffs. And I just think that the Ravens, they didn't struggle against the Texans. They really haven't struggled at all this whole season. They've been really dominant, looked like the best team in the league. So I'm going to take that and combine it with I cannot stand seeing the Chiefs winning. We're going to do the same as last week. Manifestation. Give me the Ravens moving on to the Super Bowl. Moving to the NFC at 3 o'clock or 3:30, whatever, Pacific time, we've got the 49ers hosting the Detroit Lions. Motor City Dan Campbell, the Motor City Kitties, as some people would call them, are going into San Francisco looking to get into their first Super Bowl ever. A little bit of recap from last round. Against the Packers, Brock Purdy got bailed out by 2 dropped interceptions, and Jordan Love made one crucial mistake at the very end in the final drive. He threw across his body into basically double coverage and a terrible throw that he should not have made. His first rookie mistake, even though he's not a rookie, but this was his rookie season, basically, first full season as a starter. But they did come up short. Maybe you could blame Anders Carlson for missing that field goal that would have made it a tie game if the 49ers had scored, or assuming that the Niners wouldn't have gone for 2 after they scored. And the 49ers came out on top. But in the process, they lost Debo. They did struggle against that Packers offense. But I still do have faith in the 49ers offense. But the thing is that if they struggled against the Packers, very young team, Aaron Jones was running all over the place. But the Lions do have a better offense. They have a better passing game. They have better weapons on the outside at receiver. Maybe they don't have a better running back than Aaron Jones, but their dual threat backfield with, David Montgomery pounding the rock and Jahmyr Gibbs being that elusive back and also upside in the receiving. It's kind of a coin flip for me, as weird as it may sound, because the Lions are 7-point underdogs. But I think that with seeing the 49ers struggling against the Packers offense and the Lions being better overall and having playmakers on defense that might not drop the ball. They've got CD Deuce, who has been talking a ton of shit. He did catch that tipped up interception against the Buccaneers. Maybe he's running away with it a little too much, bashing on Baker that way, but he does have the interception on the stat sheet. In a few years, people aren't going to really look back on the stats sheet and say, oh, it was a tipped up interception. It was an interception. And they did force the turnover when it mattered, regardless of it being a bad throw by Baker or not. So I think, and I'm hoping, kind of the same as the Chiefs and Ravens situation, I want the Lions to win, but I also do think that they can win. It's not just purely that I think just because I want them to win. I think the Lions can win this game, but they have to do 2 things better than the Packers. Score when you need to, obviously, and follow through, complete the turnover, force the turnover, which I think that they are capable of. They don't have a bad defense. They have a great offense. So give me the Lions moving on to the Super Bowl to play the Baltimore Ravens. I think most of America's pick, everyone that they're rooting for, they want to see this matchup, and I am one of those people, so book it. Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions. That's my prediction. That's what I'm hoping for. Let me know what your prediction is down in the comments below. We could talk more about this if you are to join my Discord. I have it linked in the bio as well as my main channel page. But that's all you got from me today. I'll see you guys in the next video.